And here we are with the final um, video without the audio. This is Led Pink Floyd Zeppelin, also known as Lenny Jones. We have picked up the running shoes and we are running through Glitter Gulch Mine and Banjo-Tooie. We're gonna pull a little race against time to get into a room with a waterfall, which is right there. So we're going to use one of the moves that we are never actually told about in the game, is the Jesus imitation move. We're walking on water. Yeah. Those shoes are pretty fucking special. If you can run on water with them. It's pretty cool. Anyways, narrowly avoided that enemy. It was a lot closer than you might think. I didn't notice it at first, but now that I look at it again, I could have spelt re-race for us, which would have sucked. Actually, I'm not sure if you lose the shoes once you get hit by an enemy. Regardless, we found our first Jiggy of the level. Remember, all these levels are much bigger than the ones found in Banjo-Kazooie. Therefore, it might take me a bit longer to navigate them. Anyways, now here I'm trying to figure out where the fuck to go. There was that Kazooie block you saw in the water. Don't know what the fuck that's for. Pretty sure we learned some kind of move to break it. The one unfortunate thing that they did to this game is they brought a lot of element of backtracking into previous levels with new moves in order to collect all the jiggies. I seriously really don't like that idea, but I mean, whatever. It's still a great game. Those TNT boxes are bastards. Well, I'm kind of confused as to what this room is because I'm looking at some of my pages here, and I know there's stuff in this room. I just don't know what. We're gonna jump across here into the piss-colored water. Whoever pissed in the water, I don't know, but they obviously have done a lot to make the entire water turn yellow. We're gonna try out the new fire eggs right now. There's some TNT. TNT plus fire equals. Okay, I guess I'm being retarded right now, not knowing how to target. Well, anyways, there we go. Boom. What? Wait, let's try that again. Oh, there we go. Blow some shit up. Anyways, get full health. Jump off of a barrel randomly. And now we scale a water silo. Woohoo! Good old water silo. And there's a Cheeto page. This is going to be a little difficult for me to do because I suck at controlling underwater, especially in poor camera angles. Ow. Already have 2 Cheeto pages and we only have 1 Jiggy, so better step on those Jiggies, eh? See that Jinjo up there? No way we're going to be able to get at him. I am going to try right now in the video, which is kind of pointless. Little interesting side note. Guess I'm going to talk at you a bit more. The new game, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, they bring in people like Humba Wumba and Mumbo and Bottles and Klungo and Mr. Fit into the new game as your NPCs who give you missions. They give you missions such as racing, collecting, delivering, all sorts of stuff. One mission you have to knock down dominoes. It's pretty cool. but they're all just like in every level they play characters. Like in the first level, it's called Nutty Acres, and it has to do with like coconuts and stuff and whatnot. But beside the fact, they all play the role of like farmers and stuff. Um, Humbawamba looks different. Mumbo looks kind of the same. His main role in the game is he's the owner of Mumbo's Motors, where you build everything. Humbawamba gives you blueprints and pieces. Well, it doesn't give you. You have to spend music notes, which are the currency of Showdown Town. Anyways, just a little poke here at what I'm doing in the video. Found a warp pad, and now I'm going to go into a pointless room that doesn't have much point until later on when we're Mumbo. Anyways, the cool thing about the new Banjo-Kazooie is it's not Banjo-Kazooie in the sense of platforming, but they still hold some elements like like Kazooie being, having a quick tongue, snappy comebacks and whatnot. And Banjo still is he's basically a pussy, and he never really he's like, oh, Kazooie, you shouldn't say that, and rah, rah, rah. So unfortunately, we have to deal with some more of that Banjo not being up to his expectations of cool. Well, there actually is no expectations for Banjo other than the character he's grown to be, and actually that fits really well. Anyways, besides that, the whole storyline is once we'll see at the end of when I beat this that we get there's a cutscene where we kick Grunty's skull around because, as you know, she's bones right now. I'm always trying to check that little flap to see if there's the link between them. I think it's actually in the Fire and Ice level. Regardless, oh yeah, stop and swap items. They are used now. When you find them in Banjo-Kazooie, not Banjo-Tooie, when you find the stop and swap items in Banjo-Kazooie, they are used in the new game for extra parts. And actually those extra parts, they're not very useful. They're just to make your cars look better. Yeah, so we've turned into a exploding guy. Allah! There we go, just, suicide bombed him. Anyways, I'm gonna struggle for a bit with that TNT there. Trying to blow up that, the rocks there. Unfortunately, it's not working at all, and I'm hurting myself in the process. Well, that just came out of nowhere. I was just hopping around and I lost control, and he just, did it for me. So anyways, we're gonna go check out what's in here. I've been looking for Canary Mary for a little while, just because you get to do a race with her. Anyways, we find her in this Canary Cave. Basically, once we free her, she asks us if we want to race her, and to the best of my knowledge, I had to do it like 8 times because it was difficult. Even though I believe you're in a mine car, that's basically all you do. In this level, we will be finding a train, and the train helps us move between levels and areas of the game. It's actually used to what I remember. Like, I used it a couple of times, like 5 or 6 times. They're used for some jiggy challenges and whatnot. This game's a bit more elaborate in the way that there's links between all the levels. Well, not all of them, but most of them. My favorite thing about it is You get to split up, and I really like playing as Banjo by himself because he uses his pack in really cool ways, as we'll see later in the Let's Play. Um, yeah, I guess there's not much else to say. I'm anticipating Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. I don't know why I'm checking my totals again. I think it's just wasting time. But waiting for the Xbox versions of these games, even though I will have played them here, just because they're so much fun. And being an emulator and everything, using save states and whatnot, is just ridiculous. I'm pretty sure the Xbox controllers will be a lot nicer to handle than the thing I have for